Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. It isn't what we say or think that defines us, it's what we do. John and Fanny Dashwood, that just received all the inheritance after his father died, leaving the girls with no money and nowhere to live. The little time that was spent with John and Fanny, the eldest daughter fell in love with Fanny's brother, Edward Ferrars. The women then moved into a home owned by the Middletons, who gladly took them in. This is where we first see Colonel Brandon, whom adores the middle daughter, Mary Ann. But Mary Ann doesn't feel the same way. She loves Willoughby, her knight in shining armor that saved her from the rain and her twisted ankle. Edward has to go to London and not come back for a long time, which makes himself and Eleanor very sad. Willoughby also leaves for London, that makes Mary Ann sad. Tired of seeing broken-hearted women, Lady Middleton invites Eleanor and Mary Ann to go to London with herself and her daughter and Miss Lucy Steele. Whenever they are in London, Mary Ann writes Willoughby every day with no replies. After a few nights in London, they attend a party, where Mary Ann hopes to see Willoughby. Lucy Steele tells Eleanor about her secret engagement with Edward Ferrars. They get all dressed up and go to the party, where Mary Ann gets her heart broken by Willoughby, who is engaged to another woman. The ladies then decide it is time to go back home because of Mary Ann's broken heart and her embarrassment. After they get home, Mary Ann goes for a walk alone after she tries to convince everyone it won't rain on her, even though it does. She walks to Willoughby's new estates only to become very ill. Colonel Brandon risks his life and goes out in the rain to save Mary Ann. She's not only sick from being out in the rain, but she is also very lovesick. Everyone thinks she is on the verge of dying. Colonel Brandon then finds her a doctor. Then just like that, Mary Ann gets better. Mary Ann sees the love that Colonel Brandon has for her and how he cared for her whenever she was sick, and so then she finally realizes that he might be the one. Eleanor expects that Edward is married. That's why he hasn't said anything to her. And then out of the blue, Edward returns. Eleanor questioned Edward, thinking that he was married, but Lucy broke off the engagement to marry his younger brother, Robert Ferrars. And then there's a plot twist. Eleanor and Edward end up getting engaged. Mary Ann and Colonel Brandon end up getting married, while Willoughby watches from afar, only content with his money and never having love. Everyone hates Willoughby. The end. Themes are women and femininity. She conveys a real side of the women in Sense and Sensibility. It shows that underneath their dainty exteriors we see dangers, passion, and frustration. This book shows both the delights and difficulties of femininity through the characters. Society and class. The world of Sense and Sensibility is arranged into different classes, where the characters are very aware of their positions and the relationships are marked by the varying amounts of power within the system. Love. It is the driving force of the novel. Austen displays all sides from euphoric to life-threatening. This novel shows that love is a beautiful thing, but then there is a sense of danger to it, and it can often come up and stab you in the back. Thank you for watching our video over Sense and Sensibility by Megan Emmett and Becca Wheeler.